Knowing your conversion rate is literally the fastest way to six figures. Let me just explain the significance of this number. Let's say you're converting at 1%. You make some tweaks and now you're converting at 5.41%. You were previously making $1,000 in revenue per month. You're now at $5,400. Let's say you were at $10,000 a month. Now you're at $54,000. Your conversion rate is the greatest indicator of the health of your business. If it's below 1%, there is something drastically wrong. This means you're out of touch with your target audience and your website is probably busted. Those are easily correctable. Let's say you're converting around 2%. This can be optimized with better storytelling and better listings.
Okay, so that's obviously very specific advice for somebody who's selling online, probably to random traffic, cold traffic, people who've never heard of you, don't know what your offer is about, don't know why they might want to do business with you. And she's giving us some numbers about 1%, 2% conversion rates for that kind of situation. So if that's the situation you're in, you're talking to random people on the street, and 2 out of every 100 is actually interested in what you're saying enough to do business with you, then yes, if you can increase that from 2 out of 100 to 3 out of 100 or 4 out of 100, your business will do better. Cool, that's pretty obvious and straightforward. It doesn't apply to the majority of us who are doing business with people who already know what we're doing and may have gotten referred to us or may, be in the market for our services. If that's the case, if you're talking to a warm referral, your conversion rate should probably be like 80%, right? So the advice is very specific to a specific situation. So just be careful. I guess generally, anytime you hear advice online, make sure that it applies to what you're doing. I get calls all the time from clients and potential clients who say, oh, I heard this thing on TikTok about tax. Can I do that? Or can you do that for me? Can you save me that money? Like, well, no, because that has nothing to do with your situation. That was a very unique exception to the general way things work, or it was made up. They totally got the rules wrong. So be very careful about who you listen to for advice on the internet. Make sure it applies to you. Make sure it makes sense for your situation, because otherwise you might be targeting 2% when really you should be targeting 80%, or you're targeting 2% and you're falling short, but there's a very good reason you're falling short. It has nothing to do with trying to maximize conversion rates. It's something else entirely. So this kind of very specific advice is fine as long as it only is given to the people it actually applies to, which, because of how specific it is, isn't going to be very many of us.